Hey friends, welcome back to a new video. Today I wanted to give an update to my 2020 no buying clothes challenge. So back in May of 2020, I randomly decided to do a no buy clothes challenge, and I wanted to give an update, how it went, how I felt during the challenge. Now, when I started this challenge in the beginning, I had just decluttered my closet and I wanted to keep my closet size the way that it was. That was kind of my perfect closet right after I decluttered, and I wanted to keep things this way, so I decided not to buy any clothes. Now, I did have an exception, and that was that I could buy clothes as long as it was replacing something that broke or that went missing. So for example, if I for some reason lost my gloves and I needed a new pair, I'd have to replace a pair of gloves. Now, going into this challenge, to be honest, I felt very unconfident. I didn't think I could make it till the end or make it far at all. I kind of felt like things were going against me. So when I started out, things started breaking, so my clothes started falling apart. So my boyfriend had found out that I had a hole in my jeans, and let me try to show you guys. So this is the back of my jeans, and there is a hole right here. You cannot tell on camera. Now, it isn't noticeable like this, you don't see it at all, but when I'm wearing the jeans, since it is on the butt area, the fabric stretches and the hole becomes visible, especially with the contrasting color of the skin underneath. But I am going to try to fix it by trying to sew up the hole before I purchase a new pair of jeans. Now, this usually does not happen to me, and I didn't want to implement my exception right away, so I tried to patch. That didn't work out too well. After a lot of thought, I think I'm going to discard these pair of jeans. I had a hole on the butt area that I sewed back together over here. That held up actually really nicely, and then I had the rip on my knee that I tried to sew, but it just broke again, and then I had a second hole on top of the knee that is starting to form just because the fabric is just so worn out. It's just breaking everywhere. I'm sure if you can see how thin the fabric is, you can even see the light shining through. And same with the crotch area, the fabric is really getting tissue thin. And that was my first purchase where I was replacing something in my wardrobe. My new pair of jeans from Armed Angels just came in the mail and wanted to show them to you guys. This is the color Stone Washed, and it is a mid-rise, and it fits pretty well. And shortly after that, my leggings or my yoga pants also started getting holes, also first here and there, but then more and more. I wanted to come back to the leggings that I talked to you guys about, that it had so many holes. Well, I found another one on the butt area. Because of that, I probably wouldn't wear these leggings out to any workout class or anything like that. So with 4 holes now and probably more coming and them getting bigger, I think I'm going to discard these leggings. These leggings serve me really well. I wore these so much for I think like 7 years or so. For now, I don't think I'm going to buy in or replace these because I do have another pair of leggings. Maybe one pair of leggings is enough. I'll at least try it out with one pair, and if I feel like it's not enough, then I will replace these. It turns out it was better with 2 pairs of leggings, but luckily I asked around and a family member had a pair of leggings that she just wasn't using, or she had extra, so she was able to give me a pair of hers. So that was also great. I avoided buying a new pair. I do have to say that the longer the challenge went on, the easier it was. So up until now, I haven't had any impulses on wanting to buy new clothes, which has been amazing. And in the mornings when I get dressed, I also don't really feel like I don't really have anything to wear. I can quickly grab something And what I really enjoy is being creative. So like today I am wearing a dress. So this green thing is actually a dress, and I put a black t-shirt on top and just belted it, and now it looks like a whole new outfit. But I do have to say that it wasn't all perfect. I did have moments of weaknesses when I wanted to buy boots. There was at one point, sandals there was at one point. So far I haven't been really tempted to buy any new clothes, but one thing I have been really tempted to buy recently are earrings. And I always had these, to me, irrational reasons as to why I needed boots, why I needed sandals. This is something that I've been wanting for maybe half a year, Birkenstock, because they are known for being good for your feet. But what really helped for me was to implement my 3-day to a week rule. So I said to myself that I'm going to hold out and wait for at least 3 days up to a week. Sometimes I'd even do it longer before I buy that, just so I can make sure that this is not something that is emotional. But then what I did was I asked Johannes, my boyfriend, I asked him, do you think from a rational outside point of view, do you think that my reasons for buying these boots are good reasons, or do you think this is just unnecessary and an emotional want? And of course he said, you are the best judge for this, but I would definitely think about it. It sounds like it's more of an emotional thing. And he was right. When I thought about it, when I waited even longer, I didn't want that thing so badly anymore. Taking time really disconnects your emotional want to that item. So that's something that I would highly, highly recommend. What's interesting to me is that my idea of wanting sandals or boots will always influenced by outside things. So either people on social media, or maybe a movie or a series I was watching where they were wearing amazing boots. It was always an influence from the outside. Even though I know that we're easily influenced by just the things we consume constantly, I didn't think I would be so susceptible to it. First video announcing this challenge, I had already taken the step to unfollow people on social media that were influencing me in a consumerist kind of way, or I deleted shopping apps on my phone. But because I'm not living in a hole or living in a cave, you still get influences from outside people, maybe even friends or coworkers who have bought you things. So you can't completely shut yourself out from the rest of the world, but taking that extra step to deleting apps or unfollowing people really helped a lot. Really be careful who you follow online, who you subscribe to, what are your friends like that you spend most of your time with, because we truly are kind of a mix of the people we spend most of the time with, and that includes people online. If you, for example, want to be more minimalistic, look for people who are more minimalistic in their ways, in their morals. Just ask yourself, the person that you're following or spending so much time with, do they have morals and values that you want to have? Because in some way we're all pretty easily influenced. So that's just something to think about, and it's something that helped me personally a lot, and why I think I managed to hold out all the way to the end of 2020 and succeed in my challenge, was because I tried to limit outside influences as much as possible. What I really loved about this challenge is that it taught me to be more creative in the way that I get dressed in the morning with a limited amount of clothes or with the same things. I had to be more creative in how I combine different items of clothing, putting together an outfit where it was something I've never worn before. The outfit was completely new, and I even had that sense of a rush and that feeling of excitement of something new. Even though the specific pieces weren't new, the outfit was, so to say, new. So I really played around with accessories like belts and jewelries and scarves, but also things like putting a t-shirt over a dress to make it look like a skirt. And also it got me to think about how can I get clothes without buying, in a sense. So Maybe you can borrow from a family member, maybe friends have too many clothes that they're happy to give to you, or maybe you can try patching things. It's so ingrained in our head that when something's broken, you just buy a new one. Whereas people from the past, even my parents' generation, they were more of, okay, this is broken. Maybe I can't even afford a new one. How do I fix this? How do I not waste these resources? The other thing I learned, I already mentioned before, is just that we are so easily influenced. It is almost scary, but it's just something that to keep in mind. And last but not least, I realized that this challenge wasn't as hard as I thought. I didn't think I could make it, but in the end, I made it all the way through and I feel pretty confident. I also learned that life goes on without shopping. It's not like I'm missing out on something. I have enough clothes and they serve their purpose, and I'm really happy. I don't feel like I am missing something, or just, I don't know, I don't even have the urge to shop. At least for the majority of the time it was pretty good. And because I feel like I'm in such a motivated and good place right now, I really want to use this motivation, this energy, and keep this challenge going. So I'm actually going to extend this challenge. As I said before, I think it's easier when you're already in it to just prolong it instead of stopping and then starting again. And now that I've kind of made a habit of not buying clothes, at least not in an emotional way, I'm going to continue this. So I don't really have an end date set. Let's do the end of 2021. So I want to continue this and not buy clothes until the end of 2021, unless, as I said, things break and I need to replace it, or there's just a rational need for clothes. But if it's just something that I think is pretty and it's emotional, then I'm not going to buy it. And to make myself even more motivated to stick to this, I'm going to take it month by month, and for every single month that I manage not to buy clothes, I'm going to donate €5 to a charity of my choice. Maybe I'll do a different charity every single month. Maybe I can even find charities that support people who are struggling in the garment industry. There are a lot of people being exploited, so I'm going to do my research on that. But for every single month that I manage to make it, I'm going to donate €5, and yeah, as a motivation to want to help out those people. So I'm feeling pretty confident right now. I'll give an update at the end of 2021. I'm really excited, and let me know in the comments below if you want to join me. Maybe this donation motivation kind of thing is something that will really motivate you as well. In the last video, I had so many people say that they want to do this as well, and that was so motivational, inspirational. So I'm continuing this. Please join me. I'd love it if we can chat about it and motivate each other in the comments down below. Maybe tell me about these things that you're struggling with, problems that you're having. Let's help each other out. So thank you so much for watching this. This has been really exciting. I've been looking forward to this update for the whole year. And let me know how your challenge went if you did this in 2020. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!